Hey, this is Rob Anspach, and welcome to another edition of eHeroes. Today's eHero is Nathan Hirsch, and we're going to talk about FreeeUp. And for those who have never heard about FreeeUp, I think this episode is going to be an eye-opener. So welcome, Nathan, and thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me. Excited to be here.
Let's talk about FreeeUp. Let's just get it out of the way and let people know what it is and how you can help them.
Yeah, so I was a longtime e-commerce seller. I started back in 2008, and I scaled that business using virtual assistants and freelancers. I was 2021. It was pretty tough to hire people in person. No one took me seriously as a young entrepreneur. So I got into this remote hiring world. It was called Odesk back then. It's Upwork now, Fiverr, all those different platforms. And I used them. I hired some good people that are still with me today. But it just took me forever. I'd post a job, get 50 people contacting me, interview them one by one. When I did hire someone, I'd cross my fingers and hope it didn't work out, or hope it did work out. And if it didn't, I started the process all over again. And I kept looking and looking for a faster way, because every time I needed someone, I didn't want to spend 2 to 4 weeks trying to find someone. So finally, I got frustrated. I said, you know what? I'll build this platform myself. And that's really what FreeeUp is. It's the platform that I wanted back in the day. The concept is we get thousands of applicants every week. These are virtual assistants, freelancers, agencies from all over the world, 5 to 100 plus per hour, fixed prices too, over 100 skill sets. We vet them for skill, attitude, communication. Top 1% get on our platform, and then clients get access to them quickly whenever they need them. It's free to sign up, no monthly fees, no minimums. Whenever you want someone, you don't have to browse. You put in a request, we fill it within a business day. We normally send one person by default, but if you want 3 or 5 or whatever it is, just let us know. We're happy to send them. You can interview them, meet with them, make sure you like them. If you like them, you can hire them, negotiate rate, agree to fixed price, whatever you want to do. And if you don't like them, you just click pass, provide us feedback, and we get you someone else based on that feedback. So it's a very fast and efficient process on the front end. And on the back end, we have 24/7 support in case you have even the smallest issue, and a no turnover guarantee. Freelancers on our platform rarely quit, but if they do, we cover replacement costs and get you a new person right away. So that's what we're all about: the pre-vetting, the speed, the customer service, and the protection. And I'm just really excited. It's a lot of fun helping other entrepreneurs scale.
You know, I tried Fiverr a couple of years ago, and it was just so awful. That I had to go in and try to select somebody I thought would be right. And then I'd waste my time and my money, and they wouldn't get it right. And I'm looking at your website going, wow, this is so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's about speed. Like, don't get me wrong. The pre-vetting is great. I'm a big customer service fan. The new turnover guarantee is what I wanted back in the day. Turnover sucks. It's expensive. But for me, it's about speed. I talk fast, as you can tell. But if I need to hire someone today, I need to hire someone today. I can't wait 2 to 3 weeks. You can always make more money, but as an entrepreneur, you can never get that time back. So for me, creating a marketplace that's fast, it's efficient, that if you email us, we respond quickly. If you Skype us, we're always there. That's the kind of platform that I wanted to build.
Now, what kind of freelancers join FreeeUp? I mean, are they U.S. based? Are they non-U.S. based? I mean, what's the mix?
So right now we're about 40% Philippines, 40% US, and 20% scattered around the world. Now, that's just where we're at right now. That's not necessarily by design. And we're always letting new freelancers onto the platform. We accept applicants from all over. And I mean, in terms of skills, I like to divide it up between 3 different levels. You got basic, mid, and expert. So basic level freelancers, $5 to $10 an hour, non-US. They're there to follow your systems, your processes. It could be customer service or product sourcing or lead generation. As long as you have a process to show them, they can do it. And they have years of experience. They might have 5 years of customer service experience, but the way you do customer service is not going to be exactly the same as one of their other clients. So you have to teach them how you want it done. Then you got those mid-level specialists, the graphic designers, the bookkeepers, the writers. You're not teaching a graphic designer how to be a graphic designer, but they're not consulting with you either. They're doers. They're there to do that project at a high level. They do the same type of work 8, 10 hours a day. And then you got the experts, the PPC experts, marketing, web development. They're coming in with their own strategy, their own expertise. They could be high-level freelancers, consultants, agencies that you're hiring to execute, because you could spend the next 6 months becoming a Facebook ad expert, but as an entrepreneur, you can't do that with every little thing. I mean, at some point, it's not a good use of your time and you need to hire an expert. So it's really a wide range of people from all over the world at different price points with different skill sets at different levels.
Yeah, that's fascinating because I think it's a whole different model than what people are used to, because they're looking at, the Fiverr model where it's, $5 for this, then the price goes up. Well, with yours, it fluctuates because you got the experience behind you. So, you can pay this, or, hey, they have a range. And I think that's helpful to a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, the freelancers set their own rates that you can negotiate, you can agree to fixed price. So from our side, I mean, we want to make a good match that's a good fit for the clients. And we're not really interested in making a quick buck off someone. We want to get them people they actually like that help them grow their business. And on the flip side, I mean, we know that these freelancers can offer their services in lots of different places. We want to create a community that they actually like being here. They like being a part of it. We have a lot of best practices and resources to help them. We have our 24/7 support that's there to serve the clients at all times, is there to serve them at all times, that they don't work for us. We're there to serve them. And we really try to create that environment where we're there to support both parties and make sure they have a great experience.
Wow. Now, how do people get paid? Do they pay you? You pay them? How does that work?
Yeah, so all the billing is through the platform. Our billing periods are Wednesday to Tuesday. We charge clients on Thursday, and they have a week to dispute anything before we pay the freelancer the next Thursday. If you do hourly, you can pause and unpause people. You can set weekly limits. So if you set a limit for 5 hours a week, they can't bill you more than 5 hours a week unless you increase it. And if you do fixed pricing, we charge the clients up front and we hold it in escrow and release it once the project is done. So it just depends if you're doing hourly or fixed price, but all the payments are through our portal.
Wow. And you're all over the globe, but you're based in what, Florida?
Yeah, I'm in Orlando, Florida right now, but I mean, I do a decent amount of travel. I just got back from Vegas, Croatia, Denver. The company's entirely remote. I mean, my business partner lives in Denver. I live in Orlando. We can be anywhere as long as we have a laptop. And we only hire people from our own platform. So all of our day-to-day operations are done by virtual assistants in the Philippines, customer service, social media, billing, recruitment, and they're all remote. And we got them all on our platform and they were available to other clients before we snatched them up. And all our high-level people, our Facebook ads, our blog writers, graphic designers, they don't work for us. They're service providers on the platform that we're just one of their clients. And they've got other clients off the platform, on the platform, and we use them just like our clients use them. So we really practice what we preach using the FreeeUp platform to scale our own business.
Wow, that's truly amazing because I've spoken to a lot of entrepreneurs over the last 25 years of doing what I do, and a lot of them get so frustrated with virtual assistants. They get frustrated at the virtual assistants trying to come in and tell them how to do things, or they're just not doing it right. Your system seems so much better, so much easier, and not only that is you're using the people that you're also, uh, putting out there for other people to use, which is kind of cool.
Right. I mean, I'm a big fan of practicing what I preach, not just on that. I mean, we post a lot of resources like in our Facebook group, Outsourcing Masters, on our blog, or we have ebooks, and it's all lessons that I've learned. It's all stuff that I apply to my business, and not that I'm the best business owner in the world or my way is right. Nothing like that at all. I mean, I just want to share with people what I've personally had success with, and they can take it and tweak it and apply it to their own business.
Where are you finding most of your clients? Are you getting them from social media, from Facebook, LinkedIn, referrals?
Yeah, good question. So, I mean, we get them from all over. Podcasts is a big way. I've been on around 200 podcasts. So people hearing about my story and FreeeUp there. We do lead generation. We do all social media channels. We do a little Facebook ads and Google ads, although not that many. We sponsor conferences. We work with a lot of influencers that promote us. We have our Facebook group. It's not one thing. It's a lot of different things that get the word out there. We also have a great referral program that anyone you refer, you get 50 cents for every hour that we build to them forever. So if people have a good experience and they go to a conference in Japan or Canada, and hopefully they're talking about FreeeUp and referring people, and we paid out over $300,000 last year in referral money. So that's another way that we get clients.
Wow. 50 cents an hour forever. I mean, you could be referring people to you all day long and not have to do any work. That's incredible. I mean, I've never heard of a referral program like that where it pays forever. And I mean, I think you're doing a lot of great things. You know, one, you've kind of restricted yourself out of the business too, because you know you're not the guy that's staying in the office. You know, you're going out, you're traveling, you're meeting people. You know, you're not only the representative, you're the salesperson. You know, you kind of do it all, but you rely on your virtual assistants to be in the background, being the heroes that they are. And you know, this is kind of why I'm wearing the Endgame T-shirt from Avengers, is because what you're doing, there is no end game. You know, because you have all these assistants, these virtual assistants, willing to step up to the plate to help. And I think that's what all entrepreneurs need to have.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's all about building a good team. Building a good team or just working with good people, and maybe they're not on your team, maybe they're freelancers, service providers, whatever it is. That's what makes you look good. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs don't realize that you just can't build the business by yourself. I was billed as a client on FreeeUp over 1,200 hours last week. That's a lot of hours. That's way more hours than me and Connor, my business partner, can work in a week. So we can't run the business without other people. I'm not the one that's interacting with every single client, every single freelancer. And if I don't have people that are on my team that I can trust, that can relay the same message, the same passion, the same problem-solving abilities, then I'm nothing. I'm going to spend 12, 14, 16 hours a day doing everything, and I'm going to go crazy, and FreeeUp's going to suffer because of that. So really surrounding yourself with quality people, no matter where you get them, is the key to scaling and growing your business.
Yeah, and I think most entrepreneurs forget that. You know, they look at it as their baby, their business. You know, it has to be done their way. And they look at employees as a nuisance, you know, and it doesn't have to be that way. Without employees, you can't scale, you know, or without virtual assistants, you can't scale. So, you know, how do they get started with you guys? I mean, what's the process?
Yeah, so you can go to freeup.com. That's FreeeUp with 3 E's. Mention this podcast, get a $25 credit to try us out. Create a free account, and we're there in your back pocket. There's free to sign up. There's no minimums. You can stop using us at any time. And whenever you're ready, you click request a freelancer. Let us know what you're looking for. It'll ask some questions so we know what exactly you want. We'll introduce you to someone. And like I said before, they have a profile. You can meet with them. You can interview them. Make sure you like them. If you like them, you can hire them. If you don't like them, you can click pass and provide us feedback, and we'll get you someone else based on that feedback. So it's a pretty fast and efficient process. And if you have any questions, my team's around 24/7. We also have a lot of resources like our Facebook group, our blog, my content posts to really help you.
FreeeUp with 3 E's. That's pretty easy. So what do you do when you're not being you? I mean, when you're not helping entrepreneurs, what's your fun, passion thing?
I travel. As I kind of mentioned before, traveling is a lot of fun. I'm a big foodie with my fiance, Quinn. We love just traveling the world and trying new things. I don't think we go anything crazy like crickets or anything like that, but within reason, we're pretty open to trying new things. We have 2 dogs, Charlie and Bailey, that we love. I was always a dog fan growing up, but I never got to have one when I was little. So now that I have 2, I'm all about them. I work out a lot every day at 4:45. It's a big part of my routine. 1 hour intense workout's a good way to get away from your phone, get away from your computer, and just recharge.
4:45 in the morning or the afternoon?
Afternoon. So mornings for me are my most productive time. From like 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. is my time before I start getting not bothered, but contacted by a lot of different places. So for me I can work out during that time and I like it, but I almost feel like I miss some of the most productive mind time in my day. So I like to work out once I'm stressed out from the day and tired from the day at 4:30.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people, a lot of my friends, they'll get up in the morning, go to the gym, and by 9 o'clock, they're exhausted. They don't want to do work anymore. And you know, I get up at 6. You know, I'm in front of the computer by 7. I get all my best stuff done. I write a lot. You know, I might crank out 5 or 6 articles before 10 o'clock even rolls around. And you know, that's just me. But you know, to my friends, I mean, they're exhausted before they come to work. I would rather exercise afterwards and know that my day is finished and my job for what I'm doing is complete. But yeah, I'm not a big morning exercise person. So yeah, that just doesn't work for me. But you had mentioned Croatia. Do you get a lot of work from Croatia?
No. So have you heard of baby bathwater?
No, I don't think.
So baby bathwater, it's a community of high level entrepreneurs, and they have two events every year, maybe more than two, but two different places. One is a mountain in Utah for snowboarding, skiing. The other one's in Croatia. They rent out an island, and you go there for a week. You meet other high level entrepreneurs. All you can eat, all you can drink, live music, fun, entertainment, also good content. And so that's just something that I went to recently. So I'm always love just hanging out with entrepreneurs, learning from them. I never want to think that I know everything or that I figured out the keys to success. There's a lot of people out there that are way more successful than me, that are doing things in a much better way than I am. So I always want to just learn from them. And yeah.
Yeah, when I first started being an entrepreneur, things were different. We didn't have computers. We didn't have, e-commerce. We didn't have cell phones. And my first business was a video photography business, and this was back in 1989. And all the advertisement was newspaper or yellow pages, and it was horrible. Now you have instant communication. You can have employees from around the world, and you're doing things that are putting together the technology and the employees and making something that a lot of entrepreneurs can benefit from.
Yeah, just to clarify, so we don't offer employees on our platform. We just offer virtual assistants,
Right.
freelancers, and agencies. But you can buy them out and make them employees of your company. We have had a few clients do that.
That's nice. I mean, because you can't do that with other platforms. At least that I'm not aware of.
Certain ones do, certain ones don't. But yeah.
A friend of mine used to have a headhunting company where she would find big executives for these big companies, and she would get a percentage. And she was saying that a lot of these companies are, doing away with that type of service, and they're going with more of the FreeeUp programs like you have, and they're getting their assistance that way. And I think you're changing the dynamic of how people, entrepreneurs especially, hire the right people.
That's the goal.
So where do you go from here? I mean, what's the next step for FreeeUp?
So we just broke 17,000 hours. We still have a goal to hit 20,000. So right now, that's my main focus. I mean, I want to see how far we can push this thing. I'm really excited about it. We've grown it pretty much organically. I love my team. I love my business partner. I love the freelancers in our community. I love working with our clients. So right now, I'm really enjoying this. I want to see how far we can push this thing as a bootstrap business that I started with $5,000 a few years ago. And yeah, I mean, that's really my main focus right now. And I mean, if things change, if we have a recession or FreeeUp stops growing or something, other idea goes in my head, obviously as an entrepreneur, you can always change course. But right now, I'm not focused on that.
So, I mean, I guess your jobs or the entrepreneurs who are reaching out to you are coming from all over the place.
Yeah, it's totally random. It's part of the fun. I'll go from phone calls that I'm talking to an Amazon seller. Next, I'm talking to a marketing agency. Next time, I'm talking to a software company or a new entrepreneur who's trying to get their idea off the ground. And that's kind of fun and exciting for me. And we're really trying to branch out there. I mean, from a marketing side, we go after e-commerce sellers and marketing agencies because you can't target everyone with your marketing. You gotta niche down. But marketing is kind of cool because it leads into other categories. It trickles into real estate and other lead gen or software platforms. And from referrals, we get business coaches and writers and authors and all different types of people. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, even in my company, we publish books for our clients, and so I'm always looking for graphic artists because I'm not a graphic artist, and we also provide SEO, we provide social media, we provide a lot of this other stuff, but there comes a point where we can't do it all, and we have more work than we can handle. So, diving in and selecting virtual assistants that can help us is going to help not only streamline our business, but help us grow faster.
Right.
So what are kind of some words of wisdom that you share with entrepreneurs that maybe not virtual assistant centered, but growth centered.
So I like to focus on low risk, high reward situations. That's how I've scaled 2 businesses. I don't go in and dump 20 grand into Facebook ads and pour 50 grand here. I go in and I say, here, let's try out some different things. Let's try LinkedIn lead generation. Let's try contacting influencers. Let's try optimizing our website and doing small things that are low risk, low cost, high reward. And I see what's working and I put more time and more money into it. And I see what's not working and I pull back. And I always try to think of new ideas, new low risk, high reward situations. And that's how I've been able to scale my business. It's a lot of trial and error. I mean, you have a lot of gurus, a lot of experts out there that are very smart, but they teach the exact same way, that thinking that it applies to every single business. And that's just not the case. You have to figure out what works and what doesn't work for your business. And if you're not trying a lot of different things and seeing what's working, it's not working, you're going to miss out on a lot of really good opportunities.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think with all entrepreneurs, though, they look at what the gurus are saying and they take it to heart and they say, well, that's got to work. And it doesn't. And they're left on the sidelines going, what do I do now? I blew all my money, But tell us about some of the early mistakes that FreeeUp's made, or you made, creating FreeeUp. I'm sure that you made some.
Yeah, I mean, it took us years to really look at ourselves as a software company. I mean, that's really what we've become. And I mean, there's 3 parts. There's getting clients, getting freelancers, and the software that holds it together. So for a while, we were focused on getting clients and getting freelancers, and we didn't put any money into the software. We had this minimum viable product that was our software. And it took us a little while, but we realized that people liked the freelancers. They liked our customer service. They liked our concept, but they just hated our software. And it was pretty tough as we were scaling. People's expectations of our software kept getting higher and higher, and our software is down here. So it took a mindset shift to really look at ourselves. We're a software company. We need to hire developers, but not just that. We have to come up with dev structure. We have to have quality assurance. We have to have ways for reporting bugs and fixing bugs and prioritizing projects, short-term, long-term, and really organizing ourselves like a software company that has service providers on it. So that's really what was a mindset shift. And we've seen drastic changes in our software since we did that. And that's something that if I could go back in time, obviously hindsight is always 20/20 when you're an entrepreneur. But I would have thought of that way long ago. I would have invested in software from month 6 on instead of a year and a half into FreeeUp.
I worked with a client a while back, though, and he wanted to have his software perfect. And I said, you can't be perfect. You just got to get out there and start making money. And he kept insisting, no, it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. 5 years went by. The software's still not finished, still not perfect, and he's still not making any money. Right. Here, you took a product that maybe wasn't perfect. You got out there, you started making money. And then you went back and fixed the product. You went at, and made it better. And I think that's the one of the things that entrepreneurs have a problem with, is that they want everything to be perfect when it gets out there. And I always say, good is good enough. Get it out there, make money, and then always fix it later.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. One of the best things I did was get the minimum viable product out there quickly. It just took us a while to improve that minimum viable product.
Yeah, but it's the same thing that Apple and Microsoft subscribe to. They put a program out. It's not perfect, and then they just send you updates constantly to fix it along the way.
Right.
And it's people are like, well, that sucks. I'm buying a less than perfect product. Well, we're all human, Think of it that way. I mean, you're always improving every day. Same with your software. But, I think what you're doing is just phenomenal. And, being that you're under 30 or you're 30 years old, that is just something that's, you'll probably be a millionaire soon. And I mean, do you have a dream of retiring on an island? You want to do something different? What's your dream?
Yeah, I really love my life right now. I mean, I'm in a chance where if I wanted to do something drastic, I have that opportunity right now. Right now, I'm very happy and content, and I'm sure that I won't live in this place forever. But I have a nice, large place. I've got 2 dogs. I've got an amazing fiance who's supportive. But yeah, I mean, I love traveling. I love exploring new places. I've been telling my business partner that I love visiting him in Denver. So that's a possibility. But yeah, I don't know. I'm much more focused on enjoying right now. And there's really no part of my life that I would change at this moment. I also
Yeah.
apologize that I have to run to another podcast.
No, that's okay. And so everybody, if you need assistance in any way, shape, or form to help you grow your business, go to freeup.com. And this is why Nathan is an e-hero. So thank you very much for being on the podcast. And I will see everyone later.